The lights are off, the door is locked, and you can tell that this sign right here, these are the only signs that anything is amiss. Jerry, most of the people in this room, they're doctors, nurses, and ambulance workers, but they're also police officers, including one from Aurora, and they're all learning things that you need to know. We're inside the emergency room. Well, right now there aren't many people here. Soon they could be very busy. Let's pretend that this man, he's been hurt in a bad car crash or in a farm accident or some other way, hurt really badly. You're going to need gauze in order to help him, but in order to know how to use this, you might want to take the Stop the Bleed class. Jerry, this is what's not happening here at West Plains Schools of the track field. Running. Right now, because of the severe storm, look at how much of the track is damaged. Mayor Bob Fritz says that Fireburst 2017 organizers, they've already gotten the permit and they're working to make sure that it is as safe as possible. Now, there are many people here who are going ahead and they're setting up chairs. They're all preparing for tonight's big celebration, which will be right back here behind me, right over this lake. Doesn't seem to be anyone who was hurt here today. You can see right behind me there's a roof, as well as there's this wooden beam and nails. Now, they were all blown from across the street, from right over here. Jerry, we tell you all the time, don't drink and drive. A new study shows that many parents are stressed about packing kids' back-to-school lunch. Tonight at 10, we talk to the nutritionist as well as several parents here in the Ozarks to see how this impacts them. Now, Miller also suggests you going ahead and packing tuna, cottage cheese, as well as turkey sandwiches that are healthy options. And instead of putting on condiments on the night before, maybe even some mustard or ketchup, she suggests going ahead and packing smaller packets like this one. That way the bread won't be soggy. So here's how you do it safely. I'm standing outside of where the Warhol prints used to be. As you can see, they are no longer here. Now, art aficionados say that they are devastated by this loss.
The walls would be vibrant, and they would be coming right out at us, and there would be light and excitement.
Carla Lau Phelps loves the Campbell Soup Andy Warhol prints.
Nobody thought that a tomato soup can would be exciting.
She and other patrons were hoping to see them.
He put it on paper.
But
somebody stole a painting.
Instead of the collection valued at $500,000,
it's gone.
Lau Phelps and other art patrons are left with.
I see a lot of nails on the walls for things to be hung up.
Gallery closed for new art installation employees only.
I see blank walls. We lose. The whole of society loses when a piece of artwork is lost.
They're still, one of 250. So the only way to replace them is to buy another set or buy one piece from another set.
Art patrons say what's irreplaceable is how the Warhol collection makes them feel.
It brings back to me my memories of my friends and my high school and college days.
When I do art, I feel like I'm kind of in a different world.
I felt like that I was around things that were creative, colorful, and that weren't copying other things.
And they're upset they won't have the opportunity to view the masterpieces.
I think that they were being a little mean because taking that really wasn't the right thing to do.
After all,
it was just very special. And to be able to see it right here in Springfield was going to be especially important and exciting.
That's something Lau Phillips says she hopes will happen soon.
A spokesperson for the Art Museum says there hasn't been an event quite like this in recent history. The business owner here in Aurora says what was originally intended as a thank you has now turned into a fight with City Hall.
Wow, that's cool.
Drivers are stopping to gawk.
I like that.
And share.
Mike, look at the sign up there.
A new controversial sign hanging in Aurora.
I wouldn't mind having one. I'd put it above my trailer.
It says,
City Hall can kiss my
and hangs on the city square for all to see.
They can kiss mine too. That's what I think about it.
Business owner Jim Doherty is struggling to find a polite way to explain why he hung the sign.
This all started over something very, very simple, but and it's just turned into a big a big crap storm.
Doherty donated this sign to the firefighters as a way of saying thanks after they saved his business from burning down 2 years ago.
I tried to do something positive here that the city of Aurora would be proud of.
The city manager says the problem is he didn't go through the proper chain of command before creating and hanging the sign.
The sign was installed at the fire station without going through the city council.
I thought I'd done the right thing by going to the fire chief, which is the department head in this town.
A secondary issue is that Mr. Doty was a vendor of the city, and there are certain state and local ordinances concerning accepting gifts from vendors.
I really don't feel like I should have to go up there and, I don't know, lick somebody's feet to get permission to do something very nice for the city.
So Doherty took the sign down to the fire station and he pulled out of his trash services contract with the city.
I relinquished all my ties with the city. I pulled all my dumpsters from everywhere. And I just, I put my office up here for sale.
The city manager says he'd like Doherty to resume work and hang his handmade signs at local fire stations.
I think he felt like his offer was rebuffed in some way, which really wasn't the case at all. We simply wanted to go through the proper procedures.
I'll reverse some things if something gets done.
Until then, this sign
See how can kiss my
is here to stay. Doherty says he'll take this sign down when City Hall stops behaving like donkeys and changes what goes on across the street.